Hey, welcome back. We are doing all kinds of stuff in this video. It's going to be a little bit longer than other videos. Still going to be a lot of me in the pits of despair, but also a little bit of me digging into the Honda and getting after it. We're in this thing. We're getting after it. Stay tuned.
Bird up there. Great call. Really, really, really cool call. Let's get one more. Thanks. Well, welcome back. Still out here doing this. Don't know if it's gonna keep going or neither to see. I gotta get these satellite dishes down. Hey, we're back. And I just got done hand washing this thing. I haven't washed a truck in with my hands in a while. Probably the last one was the Chevy. So yeah, this will be some of the last footage we'll get of the Ford. We worked out of this thing for the last, say, year and a half, and it was a good rig. Kind of a, I don't know, an experiment. It has a 7.3 liter gas engine in it. Lots and lots of power, lots and lots of torque, and we used it to pull Lily's Honda down from Oregon. Did a perfect job. Needs a little bit more cleaning, but I mean, just me hosing it down a couple times, getting some suds on it, and then wiping it down a little bit here and there. But yeah, just taking a look at it. One last look. I got it pulled in here so it doesn't get any more dirty than what it needs to. Now, the Ford itself did a good job. The only complaint I'd have was like an expected issue, which was the gas mileage. This thing just eats gas. And this is a slick truck. We bought it like this. It didn't have the running boards or the topper. At one point I cracked one of these marker signals off of the mirror, and so I ended up replacing them with these blackout ones. It's got a full like, I don't know, it's like a 5% tint with a 5% stripe up top. It had some badging. I did a delete on the chrome grill myself, and you know, it's just kind of a different looking rig. It's a good looking truck. It looks to me right now like it's just a little squatted, to be honest with you, and it might not be coming across on the video. Never hooked up air to this to see what kind of pressure is in each bag or whatever, but I was just, I guess, just not wanting to do that. But it does have helper bags in the back. I never mess with it. Long story short, yeah, the Ford did okay. It never let me down. I had to put a battery in it. What else we have? Jeez, I think that was it. I never took the thing camping, unfortunately. I've been working too much. But that's about it, guys. Yeah, so we got the workshop moved out and back into the garage. It's all just jammed in here, as you can see. Every square inch of the garage is jammed in. I've got quite a bit of work to do on the other side of the Civic, but at the end of the day, we're in pretty good shape to kind of commence with the head swap. I've got the coils out, or the coil packs out. I've got kind of a stack of parts, including the cylinder head, which is on the bottom there. I got them from these guys. They do non-core heads. Take a look at them. I got them off of eBay. Not a bad gig. I've got to work out of this corner. A lot of this is Chevy stuff. I've got Chevy stuff up in the corner there. This is kind of old Honda stuff I need to go through and probably clear, and that will free that shelf up. I've got shelf space over here to work with, but I've got a ton of camping gear. She's out of here. C'est la vie. Puerto Rico. Well, I did quite a bit today. Kind of did some weed eating at the little hill knockdown over there. Mowed around the front of the house. Did everything but the Honda again. Just kidding. I got into the Honda a little today. Of course, I got some gear broken out here. I'm barefoot in the garage. Look, I was even on my back. Looking for a 10 mil down there. And I found a bunch of stuff, obviously. What do you guys think about putting the 1/2 inch or 1 inch spacers on the rear of the Chevy? That would be super, like, towed in, wouldn't it? I don't know. Who gives a shit? Valve cover's off. Cylinder head is exposed. I'm working on what I think I'm just going to call the water galley. It's got a bunch of coolant passages and all kinds of stuff that need to be broken off of here. This is a lot more than I really wanted to do, but we're into it, okay? And we're getting after it. I've got one harness at the end of this whip that goes on the other side that is just in the worst spot, like tucked here. See if I can kind of zoom in and then point it to you. It's not that one down. Listen. Okay, that's not gonna work anyways. There's just a pain in the ass down there. I got a lot of stuff kind of broken off here. I need to work on my intake and exhaust and kind of free up some of this stuff. Get the fuel system broken off. Getting close. I'm just kind of whittling away at it. Sorry, I just had a big old Dr. Pepper. This is kind of all the stuff that I've gotten off of here. To drain the coolant, that's sitting underneath there. I wish I could put it in a jug. Got the valve cover off, of course. That's about it for now. We'll keep after it. Well, maybe I'll set you up next time. So yeah, we starting to feel a little bit better. I don't have like the active debilitating pain. It's only when I sit down for quite a bit, like over an hour, I get that done. There's Chia back there. Otherwise, it's been pretty good. I don't have a ton of complaints right now. I do have a lot of animals out there. Yeah, we did a little mowing back here today, kind of organized a little bit. Nice warm day. Nice warm day. Vultures are out. There's something dead around here down in the valley or something. Don't know.
There's a car parked down there. I wonder if there's like another pull up right there.
Oh yeah, other side on the way up. So this is awesome. Just backed up over, what, 200, 300 yards of electric sheep fence, and it's wrapped around my drivetrain. Sweet. Hold on. Look at that.
Whoa.
Mud dauber carrying a paralyzed spider away.
Mud dauber?
I think I figured something out. This bus work that comes out of the DC cabinet's actually the AC off of the breaker. However, it comes down, hits these fuses, which then feed and charge the caps, right, which stabilize the AC. Then it runs down through the bus connection to the inductor, and then out the inductor and up to the IGBTs. Okay, is that right? Or is this a DC inductor? But it's going both ways. We have to keep that in mind too. So it's going both ways, and I think that's the problem. So the cap and inductor are the AC filter for the IGBTs. And then inversely, the IGBTs use the inductor and the cap filters for the AC filter. So it's like in one way, out the other. Managed to get the GMC up this little access road. Took the boy camping today. We went out to go see a couple spots that we know and that we've dropped pins on. But we were able to find a pretty good little spot in here. Sitting under a couple of dead men, widowmakers. But you know, we got her in here and kind of picked out our spots, got our areas cleaned off. We both got our tent set up. He's finishing putting his bed together. And got a fire pit here. And if you come over here, you can kind of see the river down there. But yeah, we got a good spot. It's not bad. Like, we could have done better, but also we could have done a lot worse. And I just didn't want to look all day for a good spot. Yeah, so we got set up. So I've been on and off the channel. Videos have been slowing down for what seems like months. We had a good bit of production, just getting through projects left and right. I've got a day or so here where I can kind of get busy on anything I choose. My back's been healed now for, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks. I've got the top side of the head exposed. I've got to release timing, get some sprockets off of the head. I've got to complete breaking apart the water galley, what I'm calling it, on the far side of the head. Some of you guys might be familiar. I'll get you in here in a second, but I just wanted to comment about the channel in general. I never really knew what I was doing with the channel. I got kind of caught up trying to grow the channel. You know, and then life comes at you full speed. You know, I made a couple videos kind of about that. We vlogged about existentialism and everything. But really, I've just got a lot of work to do right now. There's also some, you know, moving on a little bit, there's also a feeling that, you know, without having a real idea on what I wanted the channel to be, it just kind of became this dumping ground for my videos. I think I do enjoy creating content, and I do
want kind of an organic growth with the content that I'm creating. So I do appreciate everyone hanging in there with me over these last couple months as I slowed down production and kind of focused on what was happening in my day-to-day life. There is quite a bit going on that side of the camera. You know, we'll get into that in future, you know, episodes or whatever. Maybe I'll sit and talk a little bit about what's happened or whatever in more detail. But until then, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn our attention to the projects that we have lined out. But I've got a few days here. I'm hoping to stop talking and start working here. So hopefully this next bit will be me just jumping in to a time lapse.
So what we just did is we broke
This like distribution block off of the head here.
I'm hoping that these studs come on the other one. You can hear it draining in there. I'm getting really close now. I got to do the throttle body and some stuff on the bottom, but it should come out. I got to disconnect these throttle cables to get them out in front of me. So as the rest of that drains, I think I will yeah.
I'll get this throttle disconnected here. What do I need? We'll pretend it's a screwdriver for now.
Got one more unit freed off here. The power steering bracket there kind of confused me. Okay. And then that big, she's hanging. Okay. I have to get. Oh, no, I don't. She's gone. Oh no. Well, we broke that other fuel rail thing. Fuck. But I think I'm kind of running out of steam here. I got pretty far into this. See that's draining a little bit. We'll put her to bed for now. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Well, yeah, looks like hit another road bump, speed bump, tope. And the lower timing belt, or timing chain, this is a belt, timing belt cover, is just held together by a bunch of 10s. The one of the hardest spot to get to, right behind the, I guess what you call it, the crank pulley, is galled to shit. Somebody smoked it all the way home, and I can't get on it with anything other than a box wrench, or, well, that's really it. I used to have a nice pair of like needle nose vice grips. I can't find those. So I'm kind of at an impasse now. I was making some good headway. So let me get this light out of here for a second. I just wanted to show you this exhaust port on 4. Okay, exhaust port 3, 2, 1. Difference being 4 is super wet. I mean the whole engine bay is wet. But 4 is super wet. I just stuck my borescope, my little Klein borescope, down in this thing, and this is what I saw. I don't know if this is like a little EGR port blow-by thing or what, but I didn't see it in the other ones. Listen, there's still a lot of work to do in here, but I'm getting to the point where I see what's left, right? I've got to basically get this timing set off, but I've ran into an issue. Down at the very bottom of this lower timing cover here, you can see at the end of my finger there, there's a 10 mil bolt that goes right into the block. In any case, it's the matching bottom side to this, so it shares a bolt here. There's a couple more I've gotten out, and then so on and so forth. We've got problems, man. If I can't get that off, I can't get to the tensioner, which means yeah, good times. So I looked in the new head, and that little piece or whatever I just showed y'all is part of it. I think it's, and I'd have to look to tell you exactly what it is, but I think it's the EGR port. It heads out to the plate, just like an exhaust gas circuit. Sounds like I know what I'm talking about, but I do not. So look it up yourselves. Yeah, I'm not getting compression in that cylinder. That's why there's tons of oil. I mean, that's just the bottom line. So I have a hole in the valve, or I have a hole in the valve. And I'm hoping I have a hole in the valve because I got new valves. So yeah, I busted that fuel connection piece just real quick. Let's see if I can get this set up. Okay, you can see on the inside here. Anyways, you can see on the inside how it kind of retains it. The metal bar side goes all the way past this here. So if you can see in there, there's actually maybe you can see it. Need better light. Oh, there you go. There's a little green kind of piece there, and you can see here there's an O-ring, here there's an O-ring. So here's the full piece. Anyways, yeah. So we got them in. I'm just hoping they'll work. I'm gonna go check it. All right, we got our piece here, and it's this one here. I think this will work. Sorry, I wasn't even on the screen there. So you can see the old one here. I busted the guts out. It's got the orange ring there, and it bodies up there to that. So we'll just have to check. This is a fuel piece. I think we got it. So what I'll do is we'll just leave that on there so that we can, when we go to get this done, I'll pull this end out and we'll get it all buried up to there. And the only remaining question is if this wasn't 5/16. I don't think I have any other data. Nope. All right, folks, real quick, I ordered a couple of tools that'll help me get to that lower timing belt cover. But I think what I need to do, and I kind of abandoned the instructions that I had, was I need to get that crank pulley off. I even have I bought the tool and the little torsion bar attachment thing, and impact rated 19, all that. I even have all that stuff. I think if I pull that off, I can get on it with a traditional extraction technique, and probably just get on it with some pliers and just yank it out. At which point I can just order a new one. But hey, that's where we're at. Those tools are down at the post office. I live real rural, so I've got to get down there with a slip and have them bring me the package. So that's going to take a couple of days. I got a work week ahead of me here. I'll put this together as an episode, but as usual, there's a lot of ups and downs on the channel. I appreciate everybody joining. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It means a lot to me. Every time I get a new one, I'm just like another little dopamine release. Gonna go back and do a little editing here, and we'll have this episode out hopefully tomorrow. Take care.